What's going on, everyone? I'm Bobby. This is Feature Friday. This week, we're going to be talking about 4 updates that I saw come across my desk that had been requested by the community, and so I figured I'd share them with everyone because I think they're really good ads. They're real good quality of life ads, so to speak. So let's jump into these. First thing I want to talk about, a couple weeks back, some of you may remember that we did an update to the additional CCs that allowed users to add additional CCs by replying with a CC, and it would be automatically attached to the ticket, so whoever was copied on the email would continue to be, and things like that. Well, it was brought to our attention that the businesses wanted a way to identify when a technician was CC'd versus a customer and be able to easily tell the difference between the two. So now what you can do is click on the additional CCs and then enter in a technician email address and hit submit. And when you do, as soon as this is processing, when you do, they'll show up in bold and they'll have an icon so that you can easily tell when a particular CC is a technician versus it'll just be a regular font without an icon if it's another customer that's attached to the ticket as well. Another really cool thing we added was, for those of you familiar with our link to Google Maps, whenever you'd enter in an address for a customer, you can click the link and it would take you directly to the Google Map location. Well, we had some people requesting that we also do this with contacts. So until recently, you couldn't click on the address and be taken to Google Maps for contacts, but now if you enter in a valid address for the contact, you can do the same. Just click on the link and it'll take you straight to Google Maps as long as the address is valid. In this case, that wasn't a valid address, but it works for the example. So those are the 2 major changes in tickets. Let's talk about something that we added to recurring invoices. So if you head to admin and then the invoice section and then recurring invoices, if you go into create a new one or edit an active recurring invoice and add a standard line item, we had some requests that we add the ability to add a one-time charge to the recurring invoice. So let's say maybe there's an introductory fee that you charge people, or maybe a particular parts fee or something like that on a single recurring invoice, maybe the introductory one, or really at any time whenever you want to add it. Before, you couldn't do that without manually adding it, waiting for the recurring invoice to generate, and then manually removing it. Well, now all you need to do is add the item like you did before, except this time click one-time charge. When you add that to the recurring invoice, the next time it processes, it will actually add it to the invoice as it's expected, but then it will go ahead and remove it on the next generation one without you having to remember to come back and take it away. So again, the new addition here is in the recurring invoice template. When you go to add a recurring type and select standard line item, you can of course search for the product in your inventory and then make sure you check one-time charge and then add the item to your recurring invoice. The next time it generates, that item will be applied to the invoice, but then it will be removed from the template so that item won't be continuing to be on the invoice going forward. The last little update I wanted to talk about that we also got some feedback from is in the invoice preferences section. So let me head in that direction. Oop, past it. What we did is we added the ability to have an email automatically generate for customers that pay you through the customer portal. Before this change, anytime someone would pay you, they'd go through the payment process and then they'd have the ability to print off the PDF or save it from the customer portal if they wanted to. But now if you check this option here, automatically email receipt to customer after portal payment, right when they process the payment, as soon as that's finalized, an email is automatically generated and sent to the customer so that they're getting a receipt, they get a copy of it, they don't have to go in and do anything else. It's automatically there for them. Anyway, those are the quality of life updates that we're introducing this week. There were actually quite a bit more. This was only of the 4 bigger highlights that I thought people might want to know about, check out the release lists for RepairShopr on the RepairShopr blog to actually get a more complete list. I hope everyone enjoys this, and please like the video if you liked it. Subscribe so that we can keep making more. And yeah, have a great day, everyone. See ya.